Hello and welcome to the Sonic Board podcast. It is August 28th, 2013. I'm your host, DeoxysPrime, and with us today we have Mule.
Hey.
And Shellblade.
Hi.
Kenny.
Yo.
And hopefully he doesn't get dropped in the next few minutes, Frank.
I'm already fucking feeling the drops, bro.
You should have introduced...
It's a Skrillex song, bro. You can feel it when you can feel the drop about to happen. You just don't know when.
You should have introduced him first, just in case.
But he's clearly the most important member tonight because he's having the most problems.
I know.
I'm the guest of honor. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
I guess.
Frank, is your internet just dropping or is your Skype just dropping?
It's my whole entire Wi-Fi. Just the friggin' school Wi-Fi just sucks the cock.
Sounds amazing.
Do you actually have to pay for that?
No.
But is it like part of your housing costs or whatever?
It's part of the housing, yeah.
Yeah, so that sucks because you're actually paying for that and you're not getting shit.
Kinda. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is. We'll try to press on. Hopefully we don't lose you. Okay, so normally we do a podcast at the end of summer. So this
now.
We do?
Yeah, you haven't noticed that, Kenny?
No.
We typically do one at the end of August.
Oh, so is that what this is for? I thought it was just like a random podcast.
No, more or less we do one this time of year. I wasn't really expecting to do one, but I figured
It's time to fucking celebrate.
Yeah.
kind of been on Skype lately, unlike most of the summer.
Yeah.
It was worth a shot.
I'm sorry, I have to fucking work.
It's not your fault, Kenny. No one's really been around.
I blame Collin.
I'm sorry. I'm so...
Well, he's usually the best. When we ask him to come on, he's usually good to come on for a bit. Isn't that right?
Is it? Collin?
Wait, you talking about me?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? I'm almost never here.
No, but
You're here more often than the
yeah,
others.
normally when
Are
we
you serious?
ask you to come on, you come on. But we don't always ask you.
You're online more often than DL is.
Really? I didn't even know that. I feel like I almost never... I feel like you guys always talk to each other and I'm almost never there.
No, that's we used to. Before you
Yeah.
became an official member of the Skype Brigade. But DL's never around, Funk's rarely around, and does anyone agree this has been a pretty shitty summer?
Yeah. Pretty garbage.
I don't know, I've been at work.
What do you mean, entertainment-wise?
In general.
That's overall, it's been a pretty shitty
Like
summer.
socio-political stuff?
Yeah, overall everything's been pretty awful.
You can define it however you want, Shellblade. Let's put it that way.
I had an okay summer.
Really, what did you do this summer?
Not much until I went to New York. I took a break from doing musical theater stuff because I'm kind of burnt out with it. But most of the summer I did mostly hang out. But I got to spend a lot of time with my friends, which I enjoyed. At the end of the summer, went to New York City. Visited old Frank. We high-fived, smoked doobies. And
did you both wear fedoras?
we both wore fedoras and talked about how much cooler we were because we were atheists. And it was just a really euphoric time, I guess you could say.
The best.
We walked around in the subway. We worked with trench coats,
Nice.
The best thing to do, when you meet someone on the internet in real life, is just become the internet stereotype in real life.
We both wore our Sonic t-shirts in public.
Oh, God.
I think
Yeah.
Kenny's the only one of us who actually has the Sonic t-shirt.
See?
I do. It's a Sonic Heroes t-shirt, and it has been sitting in my closet ever since I got it. I don't think I've worn it once.
My sister got me a My Little Pony t-shirt for my birthday. and I had to tell her that that was no longer socially acceptable for anyone to wear.
It was never socially acceptable.
Yep.
Well, before you could wear it as a joke.
How old is your sister?
She's 20.
So was this a serious gift?
No, I'm sure it was a joke gift, but it wasn't like... It doesn't look like the Friendship is Magic one. It looked like the classic design. But regardless, I told her that it was no longer socially acceptable, even as a joke, to wear it.
Oh, so she didn't understand the whole thing behind it, did she?
No. But
that's embarrassing.
yeah, it was a little odd, knowing that, spending as much time as I have on the internet. But hey, I met Laura Osnes, who is the woman playing Cinderella on Broadway, because my stepmother knew somebody in the cast, and so we got to go backstage and look at all the stuff. It was really neat, because I caught her just before she was leaving, and I got to sign the program, and there's something about girls with infectious smiles that is just amazing, and I want to marry them. Never meet them.
Okay.
And
Nice.
Laura Osnes has an infectious smile. Says every time she brightened up, you could see the whole crowd smile too. It's something it's not something that you'd expect it only to be recommended to little girls, and it's something that I ended up enjoying quite a bit.
Would you say reinvigorated your love for musicals?
No, because I already like musicals. So
But you said you were burnt out.
no, I was burnt out on doing them.
Anyways, did you do anything else while you were in New York?
Besides see some interesting musicals and meet Zachary Levi.
Is that the
Yeah.
guy from Titan?
Whoa, for the guy from... What do you mean the guy from Titan? No, not the guy from Titan. God damn it. The guy from Chuck.
He's gonna be the guy from Thor 2 now.
And also the guy in Thor, who's Fandral. He was almost Star-Lord. I talked to him about that. He said it was really close. But I'm sure being Fandral hurt his chances quite a bit.
How so?
So wait, he auditioned for Star-Lord after getting that part?
Yeah, he auditioned for Star-Lord, and it was down to him, Chris Pratt, Eddie Redmayne, and I think 2 other guys. So it was actually, yeah, he said it was pretty close, and then he said that if he got that, he wouldn't be able to do First Date. But I'm pretty sure it was he didn't get the part because it was already Fandral, and Fandral is, same in the same universe as them.
Yeah. The only one who can really do that is Stan Lee. And get away with it.
Yeah, I went to some nice restaurants, some great places for sweets. I got frozen hot chocolate at Serendipity's.
But if I'm not mistaken, you did not eat any pizza while you were in New York.
I mean, I'm not a big pizza guy. I didn't eat that much pizza.
You went to New York,
If
but you
went to
didn't
New
try
York,
the
you have
pizza.
to eat pizza. Are you kidding me?
I'm sorry. I didn't eat that. I'm not a big fan of pizza.
Me, I'm not a big fan of pizza.
How
Everyone's
can
a
you
big
not be a fan of pizza?
I just don't like pizza that much, man.
We can't be friends anymore.
Yeah,
Fine. I'll
You're-
log off the Skype chat.
Yeah, you better.
you're out of the brigade.
You must have had a really bad experience then if you don't like pizza.
Maybe it is something Freudian like that.
Did the pizza beat you as a child?
It's possible. My mom just
I wouldn't be
got the
surprised.
pepperoni out of the fridge, and she just started whacking me with it.
Solid.
Effective weapon.
One day, I just woke up, and I just realized it was really hot in my room, and when I open my eyes, I see that everything's just red here. I feel like I'm under a freaking heat lamp, and I get out of the covers. My covers, they feel soft in kind of a different way. Like I can pull them apart, and they'd rip apart really easily.
Uh-huh.
And I realized that my covers, it's bread. and I look at it feels, and then I start feeling like the sloshiness, and I think, oh my god, did I pee myself? And then I look where I am. I'm covered in red sauce.
Was it the headlight fluid?
And
And then
And I
suddenly you're
try and
smothered
move a
with
little bit more,
cheese.
but I'm stuck because I'm in a fucking web of cheese.
A web of
And
cheese.
I try and move, and I try and kick, but I see that I'm confined someplace. My door, it's the inside of an oven. And I see through it, I see the outside, and I see it's my mom. My mom looks at me and she says, "This is your new home."
I like how you suddenly became JonTron there in the middle.
What do you mean?
Like, the way you were talking was like the way he talks when he tells stories.
Because, okay, I've gotten that before, that when I go off on spiels, so one of my friends told me I sounded like JonTron.
You kind of do when you do that voice.
That's
Damn
a
it.
terrible thing to compare him to, though.
Right?
At least I don't sound like Nathan Lane.
Oh God, God forbid.
It was kind of crazy to think that, like, our last podcast was so long ago, it was before the Game Grumps broke up. And
Yeah,
that
it
feels
was,
like it happened forever ago.
It was E3, right?
It was only 2 months
yeah.
ago. Cat, get away from my stuff! Alright,
Yeah,
now I got my cat in my hands.
It was only like 2 months ago, but, like, it feels like it was a lot longer.
That's
I don't know, I stopped watching them pretty much altogether shortly after that.
Because I'm a contrarian dickbag,
Uh-huh.
I actually
was gonna say
subscribed to
food,
them immediately after JonTron left.
Well, they improved after you.
I feel like that's not contrarian, because, like, a lot of people like them more now, which I disagree with.
Well, they've, I don't like Steam Train. The dynamic in Steam Train just doesn't really work as well.
Yeah. But like,
When they have Ego Raptor on Steam Train, it's pretty good. They upload too much at once for me.
the thing about
Right? When I want to see a Let's Play, just upload like once a day, but don't upload 3 videos a day.
like the thing about Game Grumps is like with the JonTron era, like they had some really good videos here and there, but like they were so hit and miss that was just like hard to consistently watch.
See, that's what I kind of like, because I feel like now they're basically just like your average Let's Play channel. And I
They're
get
like
that
they're more consistent.
they
but-
are, but I mean, they're also kind of more boring. Like, watching them now is just like watching any other Let's Play channel, and I don't think that's why people like Game Grumps to begin with. Like,
Yeah, I can.
I
understand
know
that.
I know a lot of people don't like JonTron, and like half the time I don't like him either. But sometimes he can be really, really fucking funny, and that's what made a lot of the episodes kind of unique and different.
That's
from
true.
Every other channel out there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just can't watch it now. It's just
He's
Nice.
also got a pretty damn good singing voice.
he does.
Sounded like he hit like a B in that one video where he did his where he was singing in Times Square, quote unquote singing, because he was clearly lip syncing it, but whatever.
What a terrible, terrible person.
What a terrible person.
Now, what did he do to you, Frank?
Make shitty videos.
And then went to New York and didn't visit Frank.
Yeah, I feel like did you guys actually know who JonTron was before Game Grumps?
No.
I did.
No.
absolutely
Not at all.
Because I actually watched some of his videos like well before that, and like same with most of his stuff. Some of them are like, yeah, like
Yeah.
And, like others are like really fucking good. Like his Banjo-Kazooie review is like really, really good.
So he basically has no consistency ever.
No, pretty much. Like I get why he's like a love him or hate him kind of person, but I don't know.
That's how he is with everything he does.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying, but
Yeah. I get it.
I don't think that makes him a terrible person, Frank.
I think he's a terrible person because he's a filthy liar, and he also makes shitty videos.
he's a filthy liar.
Oh yeah.
What is the next JonTron coming out 2 years later?
I'm not moving. I didn't quit Game Grumps because I'm moving to New York to move in with my girlfriend. Oh wait, yes I did.
I hope someday we hear the real story behind that. It's pretty obvious he had like a big falling out with Ego Raptor, but they won't talk about it for obvious reasons.
I think the best theory is that he made out with his mom at his dad's funeral.
it's funny to think Game Grumps they have over 1 million subscribers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's so funny that like all the top 100 YouTubers now have over 1 million subscribers. And I remember back in the day, way back in the day, when I was a little turd,
So now?
having having 1 million subscribers was such a huge deal. I remember the first person to get over 1 million subscribers on YouTube, and it wasn't Smosh, it was fucking Fred.
Ugh.
Red?
Yeah, Fred. And he's now he's barely in the top 100. I think he's number 98.
Huh.
Yeah. What's funny is like I remember when YouTube first came out. Like it was late 2005, I think. And I first like really found it early 2006. And it's funny to think like how horrible the quality of the videos were back then. But we still watched them and didn't have a problem with them. But now, like they were like 240p. If you try to watch that now, it's like totally unwatchable. And I can't believe like I used to watch that with no problem and didn't realize there was an actual problem with the quality of the video.
That's because when we saw it, we were like, oh my god, videos that aren't shitty cartoons?
Yeah.
You kidding me?
Well, that's pretty much how I found it because I would go on there and like I rewatched all of Sailor Moon dubbed. Because, like, it was all uploaded to YouTube. I didn't know where else to find it.
Like, at the time, YouTube was, like, the only thing that wasn't garbage.
Yeah.
Like, as far as, like, video watching.
What's funny because, like, even though it's gotten a lot better, it's still fucking garbage now.
Yeah.
They make so many stupid decisions, and they won't... Like, there's so many ongoing problems with the site. And, like, now every time I fucking log in, they keep asking me if I want to use my real name. And it's like, no. It'll never be yes. Stop asking. That pisses me off.
Okay, it always starts me off on what to watch rather than my subscriptions.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah.
I also hate how when I go to my subscriptions, instead of they used to have it so that the subscriptions had their own little section, and as they uploaded new videos, they'd go to the top, right? But you'd be able to scroll through on the side, but now as they upload new videos, they just have them stack on top of each other, and and they're all jumbled between all your other subscriptions.
Yeah, you just have to you have to go chronologically and just hope that you find the video you're looking for.
Yeah.
The closest thing to picture that is basically you go to your subscriptions, you get the link, and then you set that as your bookmark in like Firefox or Chrome. So like whenever you click on a bookmark, it goes straight there, and not the fucking homepage, which is useless. The homepage used to be where everything was.
Yeah. Like they really screwed up a lot.
Competitive Pokemon battles.
And even like going to like a channel page, it loads so slowly.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Maybe that's just Steve and his crappy internet.
Like,
although I'm one to talk because I'm the one disconnecting constantly right now.
For example, like the favorites page has been like garbage for like years. Like if you go like look through your favorites, it's so much harder than like it used to be.
Yeah.
If I look through my favorites, it's like, why did I favorite this shit?
Because like now it's like set up in terms of like pages, whereas like it used to be like one continuous thing.
You know what really bothers me? Go ahead, Frank.
I miss being able to go onto Mule's page and just see how many favorites he had and go on like a favorites war with him. Now I can't see what videos are in his favorites anymore. And,
oh, I should like make that public again.
You should. That's why.
Yeah.
What fucking bothers me is like if you go to your favorites and either someone privated a video or removed a video, you can't tell what that video was. So it's like, like what the fuck did I add to my favorites like 10 months ago that's now gone? Like I want to find it again, but I can't because if you click on the video, it doesn't tell you what it is.
Yeah, but that's been a problem that they've had since the beginning, isn't it?
I know, but I mean, it's still stupid. Like, just tell me what the video was.
Oh, Frank. Is what's on your favorites, like, and your favorites to all that you have for your favorites?
Yes.
I beat you. You and your, like, 2,400 favorites compared to my 3,000 favorites.
Jesus.
Kenny.
To be fair, I cleaned them out.
I didn't.
Like those guys on DeviantArt that just favorite everything they see. And they've got 2,000 pages of favorites. And it's just the weirdest range of the worst MS Paint shit that you've seen in your life. Then you have these incredible murals, and they're right next to each other in this person's favorites. And you ask them, why the fuck you have so many favorites? And it's like, oh, I just want to be able to find stuff easily. You have 2,000 pages of shit!
Collin knows a thing or two about DeviantArt.
That's true. That's true. It's where I find all the TG.
Is it?
Oh God.
Most of it, yeah.
I don't get how you guys favorite so much to begin with. Like, when I favorite stuff on YouTube, it's like maybe once or twice a month. I'm pretty selective of what I put in there. But you guys fucking favorited everything.
For me, it's mostly achievement hunter videos.
Like if I like something,
Pretty much it.
favorite it. That's all there is.
Well, no, you can actually like it.
I could,
Like-
but
I generally favorite something if I know I'm gonna go back and watch this at some point.
well, yeah, that's the thing. Like I like something, so I know I'm gonna want to watch it again. So I favorite it.
But you have so many favorites that it's gonna be impossible to find again.
Not necessarily. Like I found some
Harder.
old stuff, but well, yeah, definitely harder. A lot harder now since YouTube is like total garbage.
And speaking of total garbage...
Oh. I'm interested to see where you segue this, because I wonder if
Yeah.
it's on
I
my
was
list or
hoping
not.
I was hoping you would take it.
Oh. Well, speaking... Okay, wait. Hold up. Speaking of total garbage, how about that... You ruined my fucking segue.
Fucking asshole!
Okay. Take fucking 3. Speaking of totally garbage, how about that new Nintendo 2DS they announced today?
There we go!
I'm just saying, look, guys, it's a $130 Pokemon machine. Obviously, it's gonna sell well.
It looks completely awful.
I get, and they basically came out and said, like, this is a system for basically kids 7 and under. I get that. I don't really have a problem with it. I don't really care about it. I just think it's funny. Like,
It is.
it's the weirdest fucking thing I have ever seen since, like, maybe the Virtual Boy. Like,
Like it looks like a weird knockoff handheld.
it looks like one of those Tiger Electronics from the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really doesn't look like a first-party console, you know? Like, it's very odd.
Yeah.
The sad thing is, those kids won't be able to play Mario 3D Land without it getting kind of frustrating in those later levels.
Wait, I don't get it.
Mario 3D Land,
Yeah.
it works really well with the 3D.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
pretty much-
I wasn't even thinking about that. Like, the weird thing for me is not ditching the 3D. It's the fact that you can't close the system. Like, it doesn't
Can't
have a
close it at all?
It doesn't have a clamshell design. Like, it has a switch where you can put it in sleep mode, but you can't, like, close the lid. So it's bulky and weird.
Good
That's
luck
so
putting that in
weird.
your pocket.
Not that barely anybody really walks around with this shit in their pockets anymore, though. Can
Yeah.
it still spot pass people?
Well, I mean, that's pretty popular. People still bring their 3DSs and stuff, but I just find it weird that, like, handhelds are getting bigger when it used to be, like, they were racing to get it as small as possible. Like,
Yeah.
like remember the Game Boy Micro?
Oh yeah. Well, I think that changed around the time like the PSP came out. Like they were like focusing on more like tech stuff and less like, you know.
That and the DS XL. Like,
Yeah.
when that
Yeah.
first came out, I think, like, what's the point of this system? But then the XLs became more popular than the regular versions. I'm like,
Yeah, somebody actually asked me, this older guy once asked me that, well, he thought that the XL was the older one because it was larger.
yeah. Like, I couldn't, I don't go many places with my 3DS, but I like it to be portable.
Yeah.
But I guess the actual XL is better form factor, I guess, easier to hold, less
Like
hand problems from what I've heard.
the 3DS XL isn't all that big actually. Like it's fairly large compared to say the standard 3DS, but it still would fit in your pocket. Like
I don't know, you have to have kind of a big pocket, because even the standard 3DS is kind of bulky to put in the pocket.
that's true.
Like, you couldn't put it in, like, jeans.
I don't know, I put the 3DS in my pocket. I put my 3DS in my pocket all the time. Not my XL, mind you. I don't have an XL. But, like, the regular 3DS is just in my pocket, alright?
But are they, like, jean pockets or different pockets?
It depends. I mean, even jean pockets will fit just fine.
I don't know.
I mean,
it's too bulky. It feels fucking.
it is a little bulky, but like,
I
it
just
still
use, I
fits
just have
okay.
the regular one. All
Yeah.
outdated.
I have the original 3DS and I'm fine with it.
Because I got Ambassador out of it, so I got some neat games.
Me too.
I mean, I gotta buy my girlfriend a 3DS because we want to play X and Y together, and she doesn't have one, so it's just like, you know what?
But you can't play 4 swords
Wait.
together.
Wait, Frank. Okay. Who's gonna get X and who's gonna get Y?
I'm getting Y, she's getting X.
Y is for boys, man. Come
Yeah,
on.
that's what I was gonna say. You have to get Y because that's because of the Y chromosome.
Yeah, the chromosome. Yeah.
Well, also because I know that a friend of mine who works at GameStop, he's been telling me that all the kids want to get Y because they think the Legendary looks cooler.
It does.
I
Yeah.
always get the second version. It's very weird.
Well, see, that's gonna be a fucking problem for us because if we all get fucking Y because we're all guys, no one's gonna have X to trade with.
Then
Yeah.
I'm gonna get X.
Oh, you know that.
X.
All right. Shelby
X.
will break
So
the
you're
board.
gonna trade proxy. You're gonna trade with her and then trade to us. Is that right, Frank?
Yeah, exactly. I'm
Oh.
We lost him. Oh, he's back.
no, I'm gonna have to make eggs of all the exclusive Pokemon and just give them all to you guys. I'm gonna
Guys,
just like
I'll
a
just get
business.
X. I'll just get X. I want Clauncher anyway.
Okay.
Do we know like the exclusives for X and Y yet, or?
We only know that
All of them.
Clauncher and is it Spritzy?
I
Swirl.
haven't really been paying attention. I don't want to know too much before the game.
Okay, wait, okay, good. Okay, wait. You guys, damn it. Okay, I'm trying to wonder if it's Spritzy or Swirlix. I'm going to check. Everybody stand by. In
Hey,
the
did you
meantime,
say there's a
let me ask
Pokemon
y'all a
called
question.
Swirlix?
What?
Did you say there's a Pokemon called Swirlix?
There is a Pokemon called Swirlix, yes. It is a cotton candy puppy.
Oh, fuck.
That's amazing.
That's right. That's right, Gene.
I'm
okay.
still... Oh, go ahead, Shellblade.
Have you guys, just a question to buy me some time as I look up which one's Persian exclusive. Have any of you guys bought the new Spot Pass games?
No, I didn't even know there were new Spot Pass games.
Yeah, there are 4 new Spot Pass games.
I have
Okay, yes.
real use for them, so I didn't buy them.
Are they any good?
Yes. They're better than the other ones, at least. One of them is a, what is it? I'm not really sure how I call this. What do I call these types of games? A game where you're in a spaceship and there's a bunch of shit flying at you.
Like,
Sounds like every 80s shoot 'em up.
Galaga?
Rolling shooter?
Galaga, Galaxian, Space
Sure,
Invaders,
yeah. A scrolling shooter. Whatever.
Gradius.
One of them's like that, and depending on what shirt color you have a different, the person you Spot Pass has, your ship gets a different power to use.
Huh.
And I thought that one was kind of neat. The other ones are okay too. The other one, it's like a puzzle-solving ghost mansion game. There's also a really simplistic gardening game. Trying to remember I don't remember what quite. Oh wait, the other one is basically a rock paper scissors game with that uses your plaza population to calculate likelihood of your success. So maybe if they pick scissors and you pick paper, if you have way more people than them, you might still overcome them.
That's really weird.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, though.
I Spot Passed with one person in the entire time I've owned my 3DS.
That's
was it?
really funny because I Spot Pass people all the time. So I actually had a use for the games.
I don't even know who it was. It was some random girl. I don't know when and where I came in
She had
contact.
cat ears. Anytime I Spot Pass somebody with cat ears, the first thing I think is, oh, you must be fat.
Yeah, I think she did have cat ears.
Yeah, I have my anytime also I hate it when people make their this is just I know you guys probably make your avatars look like yourselves, but
More or less.
I always just make mine look as unlike myself as I possibly can.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I think it still looks kind of like you. You know.
You sure?
I'll have to look.
Pompadour haircut and the big old beady eyes on his forehead.
Yeah, it looks about the same. You know.
Wait, does it appear? Does it appear with the Pikmin cap in my picture?
I'm gonna go look at it right now. Hold on, gotta open my 3DS.
Because it looks better with the Pikmin cap.
Let's see.
It has a triangle mouth, if you guys are wondering.
I think I saw it, but I can't remember what it looks like.
I don't see any Pikmin cap.
That's a bummer. If I spot past you, you'd see the Pikmin cap.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Speaking of amazing...
No, nothing's been amazing, so we don't have anything amazing to talk about. But
Shit.
I do have some other things we can talk about. Hey, Kenny.
Segue.
I want to include you back in the conversation.
I kind of forgot Kenny was here.
How sweet of you.
I heard you recently pre-ordered the PlayStation 4. Is that correct?
Maybe.
Thrilling conversation. Thank you.
No, I did.
Shit.
Yeah, that was one of the things they just announced was the PlayStation 4 release date, November 15th. And
how it has no games at launch.
more or less. And also the Xbox One, which is rumored to be November 22nd. Also, no games at launch. According to Reggie Fils-Aimé, both launches are quote-unquote meh. Which seems pretty good. But I guess Kenny just wants to play, like, the next-gen version of Battlefield, right?
Battlefield.
I always get it confused with Battlefront.
Gotta add that pause.
You had to think about it for a second before you finish your sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically the reason. And plus, like, I don't know, when I went to GameStop, like, it was like such a fucking ripoff. $100 down to reserve a console. I went to work, reserved it for $25. What the fuck? And plus I get a $25 gift card, which I could probably use on the game. And then, like, plus I get 15% off, so fucking awesome.
Yeah, I don't understand why you didn't
So you put $25 down and then you get that 25 back?
What was that?
You put that 25 down and then you get it back in the form of a gift card?
I guess more or less, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, but I can't use it on the purchase of the console, so I could, like...
Yeah, right.
Basically buy the console and then just buy the game, like, in another transaction. $25 off.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty sweet. But, yeah, I just bought that because, like, I know both have Blu-ray, but it seems like more people I know play on the PS4 anymore, so might as well go with that, and then whenever Halo comes out, I'll just buy an Xbox, or Xbone, whatever.
So you can play with just you, yourself,
Yeah,
and maybe Dim.
me, myself, and I. Okay. But yeah.
Yeah, really the only reason why I would want one of those consoles at launch would be to play, like, Watch Dogs, like, next-gen version, but, like, that's it. I can't really think of anything else in the foreseeable future that I'd want to play.
Yeah, there's just like nothing that justifies buying either of them like for the rest of this year.
But
Steve,
the Expo is the ultimate entertainment experience.
Yeah.
What was that, Shellblade?
Steve, do you have a Wii U?
Yeah.
Are you getting Watch Dogs on Wii U?
Yeah, probably will. I mean,
That's the spirit.
assuming I can, like, afford it or afford anything, which
Do you
I probably
think
won't be able to.
think your contribution will encourage Ubisoft to continue developing for Wii U?
They probably will anyways, because they, for whatever reason, they have, like, the best relationship with Nintendo of, like, any third party.
What about Sega, who's kind of...
Yeah, I was going to say, Sega's the other one.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Sega just kind of makes sense, because, like, Sonic games always sell better on Nintendo systems.
Oh, them kids, they love the Sonic.
They do.
Yep.
Speaking of Sonic the Hedgehog...
Oh, God.
I'd much rather not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not-
Welcome to the Sonic Board podcast, where we refuse to talk about the new Sonic game.
Yep.
I mean, it's
So
like...
bad. It's not even a Sonic game.
We've
What
talked
is it?
about it before, and it's like, there hasn't been really anything new since then.
Well, there's
Well, they had some new gameplay shown with the snow level where he goes inside. He becomes a giant snowball.
what is this, Knights? Actually, yeah.
Have that
There-
nice content.
Yeah, they have nice downloadable content.
That actually makes me have like consider buying it. Like,
yeah, you actually. It looks like you actually.
No,
have to plan your
no,
jumps and everything.
don't give him money. No.
like, I have to consider it now because of the DLC. Like, it actually did its job. Because, like, half of these characters haven't been around since, like, 1997.
Yeah, but can't you just play Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing Transformed to see a bunch of old characters?
I could. And I will.
It's
Actually,
not
I do.
enough.
Actually, I really hope to make... Or rather, didn't they have a contest for, like, new DLC characters for that one?
Yeah, but I don't think they're going to go through with this at this point. Like, they've come out with, like, the ones on PC, but I don't think they're going to do anything for consoles. It's too late at this point. Like, the game came out almost a year ago, and they haven't done anything.
It's really a shame, because that's a really good game.
Yeah.
It's like Mario Kart and F-Zero and Diddy Kong Racing.
Yes.
Well, I mean,
It's
it's like insert popular kart racer here. Like,
And
they
just
all
make it
they,
better.
They all kind of borrow from each other.
Like, it's my favorite kart racer ever.
Oh, the other thing they announced...
Ever?
What?
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 I was going to say, before I was so rudely interrupted...
Yes.
Go ahead, Steve.
I don't know.
Don't even say anything.
I was waiting for some kind of retort from Shellblade. I guess not.
Oh, I think you're asking too much.
The other really important thing they announced for PS4 was that it was going to have Twitch streaming, which was previously going to be like Xbox exclusive, but now it's also going to be on PS4, which is really good news.
It is.
Yeah.
So now we can actually watch Sonic 3 Knuckles guy play Sonic 3 Knuckles, assuming it ever gets ported to the PS4.
Well, no, we could still watch it on Ustream, you know, and then talk about the Shiba Inu puppies.
Yeah, let me just get my fucking like webcam for my 360 out and just put it in the shitty position so you can watch it like we always do.
I need Ustream though because I got banned from Twitch.
You guys can learn all over again that you could push the spikes.
Hey, Frank, you know what you could do? Now that you're on your school's IP, like, go back and create a new account, because they shouldn't be able to recognize you on a different IP.
You know, I guess I could do that.
Do
You
it
can
right
do
now.
it.
Good solutions, guys.
Yeah, I mean, you'll only be able to stream at school, but I mean, I guess it's better than nothing.
You should just start streaming and leave. Just leave it.
How
playing.
did he get banned in the first place?
That's what I want to know.
He was streaming some kind of Persona hentai, I want to say.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It was the Persona 4 porn parody. Bro.
Oh
Get it
yeah.
right.
Doesn't it have that? Doesn't it have that one
Parafella.
guy? Doesn't it have that
Yeah,
one
it
guy
does.
that's in every parody porn from Japan?
It does. It does. You're absolutely right.
Why would you be streaming that at your school?
It wasn't at my school.
Yeah, this was a while ago.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, I still don't know what possessed him to do it to begin with.
Where was I during all this?
Wasn't that like 6 a.m. or something?
I wasn't there when it happened, but
But more importantly, how was the porn parody?
It was pretty garbage.
I'm sure.
was it?
Wasn't that funny? I guess.
No.
I guess it wasn't as good as the Lucky Star one, huh?
I guess it wasn't as good as Kramer Hentai Adventure 4.
That's my favorite game.
I think Frank streamed that for us too.
I think he tried.
Guys,
What's up?
why has there never been a game that's like Pikmin, only with dogs?
Dogman.
And all the dogs, they got different powers, right? So you get to throw dogs at people, and sometimes they explode.
That'd be great.
I was
Sounds
just
like-
thinking about that when you guys said Shiba Inu puppies, and I thought, wow, wouldn't it be great if there was a game like Pikmin, but with dogs? And
Well,
that's
there's
how
a-
my brain works.
There's a game with like Pikmin with superheroes called Wonderful 101.
That sold 5,000 copies
In
thus far.
Japan.
Yeah. I don't know why you need dogs, because superheroes are a lot more interesting, but whatever.
I'm pretty sure it'd be way cooler if it was dogs.
I really don't like dogs, so I don't agree with you.
I honestly hope
Your
that
new
Wonderful
name is
101
Shit
does well in the
Piece.
US.
What was that, Mule?
I honestly hope that Wonderful 101 does well in the US.
I wouldn't
Because,
count
like-
on it. It's like
Yeah,
a really... It seems like a really niche game to begin with.
Yeah.
I guess.
Plus, like, releasing it in the middle of September is not it wasn't the best idea.
I don't know. It's pretty much the usual time for releases, like before the huge holiday rush sort of thing.
Yeah, but it always begins in September, usually.
It doesn't
That's
look
true.
like it's really being promoted. You gotta get those kids, you know? And I feel like only teens know about it.
Yeah.
And not cool teens. Like, people like you and me, but as teenagers.
We're not
Actually,
cool.
I'm still a teenager. Just
The
realized
problem is
that.
I don't even think kids would like the game, because it's hard to get into.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's one of those weird
That
things
doesn't
where
mean
it's
you
like...
can't trick them into buying it.
Yeah. Well, it's like they create this weird game that's kind of complex, but also has a lot of depth to it, so it's really hard to get into. But it's hard to market to anyone. It's like, if you're like me, I played the demo once. Well, the first time I played it, I was like, I don't like this. And then I played it again and actually kind of understood how it played, and I kind of liked it more. Even though it's not really my type of game.
Yeah.
But, like, someone like me who's really into, I guess, that kind of style of game, not necessarily the gameplay-wise, but, like, the theme they're going on with, I like it.
Yeah.
I like the direction of the game, but even someone like me is kind of a hard sell. So someone like who's even less open-minded than that, I don't think they'd give that game a chance.
Kenny.
What?
Oh, nothing.
It's not Kenny's type of
Yeah.
I was too busy like trying to sign into IGN 5 fucking times.
Sounded like you were trying to fucking eat some chips over there.
Yeah.
I was rummaging through my drawer.
Your chips.
There's a
Looking
lot
for
of
what?
there's a lot of garbage in there.
Oh, why don't you throw it out?
I'm going to tomorrow.
Even if you say that.
Okay. Whatever.
Okay. So the other big news today was that the Wii U got a price drop. And, Shellblade, do you own a Wii U?
I do not. I've been waiting for the price drop.
Okay, so are you going to get the Wind Waker bundle then?
If I get one, probably.
Right, I don't
Yes.
know how to respond to that.
Alright, I think we're forgetting the real big news here, guys.
Okay, lay it on us.
Ace Attorney 5's price finally got announced.
But it doesn't have a release date.
$30, bro.
That's actually pretty good. And like,
Still no physical release, but hey.
yeah, but that's actually what you would expect for a downloadable game, $30. It's probably $40
I guess so.
retail.
Yeah, but still, I would rather shell at the 40.
I mean, I
Yeah,
guess, but like, what really gets me is like, I guess this is pretty big controversy that people, like, even fans of the series are like boycotting it because they don't want to download it. Like,
Yeah, but if they don't buy it, then we're not getting Ace Attorney 6. And
Yeah, right?
the ending
Like,
of 5 basically confirms 6.
yeah, basically people are mad because they don't like Nintendo's account system, which is kind of dumb, and I wish they'd fix. But that's no reason to boycott the game because, like, that's not telling Nintendo, hey, fix your system. It's telling Nintendo and Capcom, hey, we're not interested in this game.
Yeah.
So it's like you're effectively just killing the series in the West. So like there are
terrible.
yeah there are other avenues to express your disapproval other than boycotting this one game. So I don't know. It's
kind of a double-edged sword, you know?
yeah.
Because you can't really speak with your dollar.
Yeah. Because, like, if you speak with your dollar, they're just going to, like, do more of that.
Yeah, right. They're going to be like, hey, I guess no one liked Ace Attorney after all. The good thing we put it on digital instead of giving it a physical release, you know?
Yeah. Like, you screwed over either way.
Yeah.
I'd like to get it, but I've already got Fire Emblem taking up 8,000 blocks.
Yeah.
Well,
Get a new
it's-
SD card.
I have a physical copy of Fire Emblem.
Did you actually manage to get a physical copy? Because that's
Yeah, I did.
for me to find.
It wouldn't be too hard to find now, though.
I guess not. back in February.
Like, I see them all the time, like, whenever I go to, like, Best Buy or whatever.
Maybe I should have waited,
Maybe.
but I wanted to show my support for Fire Emblem.
It was a good game.
And it sold over 1 million copies.
Did it?
Did it really?
Yep.
Congratulations, Fire Emblem.
They pushed that
All you-
game hard, like especially the downloaded version. They really pushed it hard, so I guess it's possible. Like that's kind of a niche series too.
Yeah.
But
Who knew? All you needed was waifus.
Yeah.
all you needed was fucking Smash Brothers making the franchise relevant.
Pretty much.
And the casual mode really helped too, honestly.
I don't really understand, like, the point of casual mode, because, like, it's so...
You know what the
uninteresting.
point of it? The point is it for people like me. Like, even though I didn't buy the game, and I didn't buy it because I don't really have the money, but that's one of the reasons why I would buy it, because I don't like permadeath. So the fact
Well,
that
then just don't let people die, like...
Well, see, I
you
can
can't
I
say
can
that.
get casual mode if you're the sort of person who just resets every single time you lose somebody anyway.
I would be that kind of person.
I
Yeah,
get
because
that.
then what's the point of the permadeath if you're not gonna play with it in mind?
I
Not a
don't see
challenge.
I don't see what the point is if you're just making it an option. It's not like you're taking away the original style of gameplay.
Like, shellblade. The thing about permadeath is not only that, like, oh, you lose someone permanently if, like, they die in battle. It's more like... It encourages you to play perfectly. Which is another challenge for you.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I mean, when I played, I lost a couple people, but when I played through again on Insanity,
Mm-hmm.
I did play. I'm gonna admit, I definitely played on casual mode because I just didn't want to put up with that bullshit
Right.
because I knew it was just gonna
It
be.
is very...
Anyway.
It really isn't that hard to go through Fire Emblem Awakening on normal mode. Like,
Oh, yeah,
not
no, Fire Emblem
casual,
Awakening is
and
way
not lose anyone, because just that's the way the maps are. That's the way like the enemy placement is. Like, it's
Yeah.
really not too difficult.
it's still kind of stressful though, I think, and it's good that they have the option. I don't get what the big deal is.
I think it might just be
Yeah,
that
I mean, I'll
pressure,
play
you
on
know.
both. You know, I played both, and I had a good time both times I played through.
Like, Fire Emblem Awakening was, like, the first Fire Emblem that I actually, like, got around to beating, because, like, it was actually fairly interesting to me. And I don't know why. Like,
Fire Emblem was never that big on the story. I just like the gameplay a lot.
I had basically never played it until the demo came out, and I liked it, but it's just like
Did the waifus grab your attention?
no, it was actually pretty fun. Like
Oh.
I don't know how. I guess it does have a pretty in-depth waifu system. I don't know if necessarily any of them are my type though.
it's not all of that in depth, but it is really nice.
I couldn't really judge that from the demo.
You know what? You know how Ace Attorney needs to sell? Just make sure you can ship the characters in-game.
Yeah.
There you go. Boom. 1 million copies. It worked for Fire Emblem. It can work for Ace Attorney.
It's true.
Kenny,
What?
are you frustrated?
I just don't know what to say. Like, everything's foreign to me.
I
here, so-
always feel bad these podcasts because like we always have these things that we're interested in that you're not interested in, but you always have like one or two things that you like that we like, but we don't ever talk about it.
I don't have any questions. That's the thing, because I don't know. I'll just drink more.
Kenny,
Sure.
what would you like to talk about?
I don't know. Just whatever you got. Is there nothing else to talk about?
The only
Kenny.
thing I have left on the list is Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Shit. No.
Mule, it's our
Why
time.
would you even put that on the list?
Because they told me to. Like I thought we were gonna be
Oh, Malone.
I thought we were gonna be short for things to talk about.
Steve, they didn't hold a gun to your head, for fuck's sake.
I
Seriously.
thought
Why can't we talk about Catherine too?
there is
You
no
can't-
Catherine 2.
You
Out of my
honestly...
fucking
Yo.
way, weeaboo fucking shits. All right? I'm Doctor Who.
So
Mule.
Yeah.
Mule.
here we go.
All right. Okay. Whew. How do you feel about Capaldi?
Hey, can I do one thing before you guys start talking about this, please?
Yes.
God.
Oh, you took a shot. I thought you were gonna say something.
Mm-mm.
Okay, proceed. We'll let you talk among yourself, guys.
Okay,
I'm
great.
out.
All right.
Frank's not even gonna stay.
There's gotta be one person who might listen to this podcast and be like, "Oh fuck yeah, they're gonna talk about Doctor Who."
Funk.
Does he even listen to
watch
this?
Doctor Who?
Fun
Yeah.
to listen to our podcast.
Okay. Okay. All right.
So you guys gonna fucking talk about it or not? You're
Yeah,
just
okay, all
sticking
right.
around.
How do you
Just
feel
fuck
about
already.
All right.
Capaldi, Mule?
Thank you.
Well, I'm not very familiar with the actor himself. Like, I feel like he's an interesting choice. Like, it's interesting that they're like shifting back from like the young doctors that were like Tennant and Smith, like back to like what how it used to be with like all the older, like I guess more suave looking doctors of like.
Well, this guy. Well, Capaldi is comparatively, if you compare him to like guys like Hartnell or Troughton,
Yeah.
or even I guess Pertwee is more suave than Capaldi, but Capaldi's still more suave than the first two guys.
Right.
But yeah, I think it's such a great choice because I've seen some of the thick of it, and I've seen In the Loop,
Right.
and this guy is so great, but the character he plays is so volatile and mean-spirited and caustic, and I'm not sure how much they're going to take from that for the Doctor, but I know that Moffat wants to make him rougher than he was.
I feel like that
And
kind of works for the Doctor anyway, because like the Doctor does have like a bit of parts where he's very rigid in some ways and kind of rough.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think he can pull off. I'm just kind of worried that he might be bad for ratings.
Well, yeah, like he's definitely not as marketable as someone like Smith or Tennant.
Yeah, even though somehow Smith became a sex symbol among the female fans, despite his face being a foot.
I don't really understand that, but like, I can kind of see it because like Smith is like easily the youngest Doctor that we've had.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's the youngest Doctor, and I just want him when he regenerates. I just want him to say, "Holy shit, I have eyebrows again."
Yeah. So what do you think of Series 7 as
Series
a whole?
7. Well, lots of people have been down on it over on TV on 4chan's television board, but I think overall, I don't think it had standouts like any previous series had at least one or two standout episodes that you could say were great, and I don't think Series 7 had any of those. It had some good episodes, but overall, I don't think anything really grabbed me.
Asylum with the Daleks was really good.
Yeah,
though.
yes, Asylum with the Dogs. Like it had a pretty good start, I'd say. Although that one in particular had a weird like thing with like it started with like Rory and like what was her name?
Amy,
yeah. Amy Pond, how can I forget? Like with their marriage being like pieces again. Like
it was completely superfluous.
It's like, okay.
Why was that necessary at all?
I know. And then like you get to like their goodbye episode like 5 episodes later and like they're like perfectly happy for the rest of their lives together. Like what? Like there's so many pieces to like that like addition that just didn't fit.
Yeah, I feel like their goodbye was a little rushed. And made me feel a little hollow.
It felt very rushed. Like you had like the whole episode resolution, like, and then like, oh, they lose right after. Like,
like, oh, by the way, they lost.
Yeah.
I hope the Christmas special wraps some stuff up with them. Like, lets us see Brian again.
Yeah. Like honestly, that whole episode was weird because like it had a fairly strong setup, but like as it got to the like end of the episode, it just kind of fell apart. Like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
piece by piece.
I agree. And
that could be really said for a few episodes that season, I think.
Maybe when they finally switch showrunners, they'll finally get the Cybermen right.
Yeah.
They'll finally have a good Cybermen episode because they haven't had a single good one. Okay, well, Neil Gaiman's one was okay. Nightmare in Silver was okay, but their Cybermen episodes have never been good because of the Cybermen.
Yeah. Like, I feel like when they first, like, reintroduced the Cybermen, like, back in, like, Tennant's era, it was a lot stronger than what they've been doing with, recently.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's, like, no real weight to them in, like, Smith's era. Because like they just go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
But yeah, like it feels like they just like show up out of the blue and it's just like, oh hey, Cybermen.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, oh, but we need a filler villain. Yeah, we need our Riddler.
Yeah.
Someone for the hero to just beat the shit out of while they go to the main plot.
Yeah. It's like, oh, we can't use the Daleks because we already used the Daleks. Oh, let's get the Cybermen in.
Yeah, they always have. I mean, I think they should put the Daleks. I think Asylum of the Daleks was a step in the right direction because every freaking time they used the Daleks in Tenet's era, it was always this big deal. You have always like universe crushing.
Yeah, it was
deal with-
always this huge invasion.
Yeah, it's like they don't have to do that every single time.
Like they don't have to invade the entire planet like every time like
Yeah,
they show up.
you can have a smaller Dalek episode.
Like what was his name? Eccleston, was it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His first episode of the Dogs with like Dalek was like
Yeah. Is the best Dalek episode of New Who.
yeah, because like there was just one Dalek. It was in a weird confined space, like, and it actually really got to like some interesting character points for like both the Doctor and like the Daleks themselves.
Yeah, I think it was a great episode. It was one of his 2 great ones.
Yeah,
But
Like-
it's okay because his library was small anyway.
yeah,
Not that he had all bad ones, but Aliens in London / World War III was absolutely awful with the farting aliens.
yeah,
But I did like the Unquiet Dead. I liked the End of the World. You
Yeah.
know, I think I liked his finale.
like the Ninth Doctor's weird because like you can tell that they weren't really sure what to do with it yet.
Hmm. Yeah.
So like a lot of them are like very different in tone.
And then Series 2, I'm not a big fan of Series 2.
Mm.
I think it has lots of mediocre to bad episodes that I just didn't enjoy. I mean, I think it has 2 really good stories with the girl in the fireplace and the Satan pit.
Yeah.
But then between Satan pit, you have Idiot's Lantern. You have Love and Monsters.
Yeah.
And then immediately after Love and Monsters, you have Fear Her. And those 3 episodes are without a doubt the worst of the entire run. All right after each other. So when people were telling me, "Oh, David Tennant, he's the best Doctor," when I was watching Series 2, I was thinking, "What the fuck are people smoking?"
Like the thing about Tennant is that like it feels like he has some of these like his run is very inconsistent. Like it has some of the strongest episodes, but like some of the weakest of New Who.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell that that's like pretty that's just gonna happen like as like they get more and more seasons. Like Matt Smith too. Like Series 7 was the weakest overall of his run.
Yeah. I don't think Series 7 had major stinkers, but his great ones are becoming rarer.
Yeah.
I mean, his last great episode was A Good Man Goes to War, and that was a while ago.
Oh yeah. Like halfway through Series 6.
Yeah.
I'll be honest though. Like let's see. I didn't mind stuff like Hyde or Cold
Oh
War.
no. It's not to say he didn't have good episodes. I just don't think he had great ones.
Yeah.
You know.
The Rings of Akutan was awful though. Like
What was that one?
that was the one where like they visited that that like set of planets that ordered that 1 star thing.
Oh, I completely skipped that one.
It was
Yeah.
like
Every time I tried to find someplace to watch it, it would just stop me. I just skipped over it. I wasn't even. I skipped over Cold War because I couldn't find a place that I could play that one with. But it's skippable anyway, so whatever. Who gives
I
a
think
fuck?
I really enjoyed the Crimson Horror though.
Did you really?
Yeah.
People dislike that one quite a bit.
It's really weird and kind
Yeah, it's a little offbeat.
of fun.
What do the rest of you guys think?
Is Steve? and
Are you
Kenny
looking
here?
forward to the new Doctor?
Doctor Who?
Did you end the podcast 5 minutes ago? Because you probably should have.
Oh no, it's still going. We still got stuff to talk about when you guys are done.
God
You should
damn.
have ended
So,
it immediately when we
so
started talking
basically-
about Doctor Who.
wait, so basically when we started talking about saying we're going to start talking about Doctor Who, well, anyway, Mule and Shellblade here, you should have stopped.
Yeah, you should have just
Seriously.
stopped right there.
No, you guys wanted to be the part of wanted this to be a part of the podcast. Now it's a part of the podcast.
Well, I guess it is.
Absolutely disgusting.
So,
Are you
All right,
done?
good night, everybody.
oh no, we're not done yet. I have something even worse than what you just talked about.
Oh, God.
This is breaking news. Do you know who is the most subscribed channel on YouTube right now?
Ew.
PewDiePie.
I'm not sure if that's really news.
He just became the most subscribed channel on YouTube.
Oh, really?
That's
Yeah.
so weird.
It's so stupid, but yeah.
I think I've only watched about 2 of his videos, and I hated both of them.
Yeah.
I mean,
Is he funny? Is he funny?
oh, he's not.
Nope.
That's the joke, I think.
Is he supposed to be funny?
I
I
don't know.
don't know.
I don't. He has over 12 million subscribers. Like, who are these people? Like, I didn't hear about him for the longest time until, like, Game Grumps came along and people started comparing them. That's when I first heard of PewDiePie. I'd never heard of him before, so, like, I don't know.
Seriously, you didn't see the Retsupre like adults react to PewDiePie?
I've never heard of Retsupre until you guys started showing it me early this year. So,
Seriously?
yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen I've never seen anybody mentioning him ever.
Yeah, it's because, like,
Really?
there's nothing to talk about when it comes to him, but he just has a lot of fans. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see why he's so popular.
Who are these people?
I mean, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't know where these people are coming from.
Yeah.
Maybe they're all Europores, and that's why we never see anybody talking about them.
Maybe it's actually
China.
just him. Like, maybe he just like uploads a video, then just makes a new account, and that's his day.
That'd be
Maybe.
a hell of a day. The other thing I remembered that we should probably discuss. Frank, you still here?
Yep.
Yeah, because this is relevant to you. So the new
Really?
the new Batman got cast, and it's Ben Affleck.
Fuck you.
You guys think?
I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Goodbye. Farewell. Goodbye, friends. I am gone.
I like how this offends him more than Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Well,
Look,
let's
I'm
see
just saying.
here. If Ben Affleck were directing the Superman sequel, I'd probably be excited about this.
That would be awesome. Yes.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's being directed by Zack Snyder.
Who's about
So I have
the worst
absolutely
choice?
no reason.
He's probably the
be
worst choice
excited
you
about
can
this.
get to direct your movie, other than J.J. Abrams. Like
No. I'll tell you one better. Michael Bay.
Michael Bay knows how to do fucking action, and he knows how to make an entertaining movie. Man of
Yeah.
Steel.
Yeah, but he was
I
the role of a Batman movie.
But that is a discussion for a non-Ben Affleck time.
You're right. Let's go back
Ben
to sitting
Affleck
on Ben
time.
Affleck.
He's helping to pen the script, but I'm not sure how much control
Is he
had.
really?
Yeah, I'm not sure how much control he
Oh,
had
that's garbage.
in comparison to Goyer.
The fact that it's still the same team doing it, though, it just leaves me no hope. I mean,
Yeah, it leaves me a little. I'm just not sure how much they've learned from their mistakes of what's good and what's bad of the
I
previous
don't think
one.
they've learned anything. Like, the only thing they've learned is to stick him with Batman because Batman is the more marketable figure. That's all they've
Yeah.
learned.
That's kind of weak.
Did you hear about
you
Bryan
know?
Cranston's Lex Luthor though?
It's not confirmed yet. It's just a possibility. It just seems like a major
I thought that was
possibility.
confirmed.
No.
I didn't see.
Yeah.
There's no official news outlet that confirmed it.
Yeah. I think he's in talks, but that's about it. But
Yeah,
that'd be a good choice. I don't have a problem with that.
it'd
I
be-
feel like Kevin Spacey though.
He was only good for that one scene.
Exactly. No, he was good. He was the only good part of that movie.
Yeah. But I don't know. Like I'm
Is it-
not excited.
Kevin Spacey was a great Silver Age Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
The kind who steals 40 cakes?
Yes, precisely.
Look, guys, I'm just saying, October is the month when my wallet goes to die.
What does
think
that have
that's-
to do with Ben Affleck?
Because on the topic of Batman, Arkham Origins comes out on the 25th
you
of
can actually
October.
buy
Oh,
that.
thank you for mentioning that after you made your point.
Yeah.
I was trying to segue.
Frank, are you having a party in your
It
room?
didn't go very well.
I was about to say.
that's- Frank, let me just be completely honest. I'm going to put all my cards on the table because I'm your friend.
Okay.
We're all your friends here. We've all been inside each other's butts, so we can all be honest. I could say that was without a doubt, in all my years that I've lived, and all the herpes I've gained, just the worst fucking segue I've ever heard in my life.
We've had some pretty bad fucking segues in this podcast.
I'm sorry.
This is the worst podcast ever.
Thank you, Shellblade.
Are we even doing this?
Yeah, we're totally doing this.
This is
No.
just gonna go up on YouTube.
Yeah. Where else would it go?
Just put it down. Just get out the shotgun.
Nope.
Shoot your computer
Like
right now.
friggin' George and Lenny.
God.
Oh
Well,
god.
This has been... Steve, you can't deny this has been pretty fucking bad.
No, this has been fun. I love doing this.
Yeah.
Well, it's fun, but... Well, maybe not for me, because I barely said anything this fucking podcast.
You know, you could talk more, Kenny.
About shit I don't know
Hey, Kenny,
about?
what do you like? What do you like to play?
You know... Halo.
Pokemon?
No.
And Kenny, you can totally talk
Monster
about
Girl
Facebook
Hunter?
about-
What the fuck is that?
Oh.
Oh,
Bad.
my Musu Quest, bro.
Frank, are you fucking
Yes.
having a party or not? What is going on in your dorm room?
Look, a lot of people came in, okay?
And you're still in the podcast.
He's just still don't mind me, just talking to my internet buds.
Yeah.
Well, good thing for Frank is we're just about out of time here, so unless you guys got anything else you want to talk about, we're probably gonna...
Can I ask one thing?
You sure can.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Is Mikey gone for good? Because I haven't seen him around.
He pops up every now and then.
Mikey has never gone for
We
good.
need to start talking about how great America is again. That'll get him.
Hey, we're about to go into World War III. Fucking Syria and shit. Just watch.
Yeah.
Because
Mikey
that
must do-
happens every time someone says we're about to go to World War III.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
Maybe
Let's just damn it.
maybe this will be our last podcast. Who knows?
Maybe.
Well, maybe
If that's the
Hey, this is our last
Wait.
podcast. I want all of you guys to know that I didn't have a good time.
I just
I
want
went
you all
through my
to,
life with you guys.
that you guys are
And-
fucked, and I'm safe because no one fucks with Canada.
No one fucks in Canada. I'm gonna do this. Cheers.
Kanpai.
Oh, it's sofa time.
I should have spent more time on a shitty message board about Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, me too.
I hope they put that on all our tombstones.
Yeah.
Say good night, everybody.
Good
night.
Bye.